AEW star Britt Baker denies that she is the person behind the devil mask in All Elite Wrestling amid current ongoing fan speculation. A spoiler warning and possible update on participants in the War Games matches at Survivor Series this year. We'll let you know about that. Sheamus could be set to return on SmackDown next week. We'll let you know why that is the case. And Mark Briscoe gives an update on his knee injury that kept him out of action this year in AEW. Hey guys, welcome back to Wrestling News 365. Hope everyone is doing very well. As always, there are plenty of news stories to get into in the world of professional wrestling. Let's start off talking about the devil in AEW, and according to Britt Baker, it's not her. Now, AEW Dynamite, and I just guess AEW programming, Collision as well, has been seeing a mysterious devil over the past 2 months. Now, the devil first appeared on the September 27 episode of AEW Dynamite when they and a group of masked attackers laid out Jay White to close the show. The devil has appeared in video form on the show since then, with many speculating about the identity of AEW's mysterious attacker. Now, there have been plenty of names thrown around, from Adam Cole to Jack Perry to even former AEW World Champion CM Punk. Now, one theory among fans was that the devil would be revealed to be Britt Baker, the girlfriend of MJF's brochacho Adam Cole, who has not appeared physically on the show in weeks. In an interview with 1035 Kiss FM, Britt was asked if she had seen the theory of her being the devil. She said, quote, "I've seen." When asked if she was the devil, Britt answered, quote, "I'm not, but then I'm like, maybe I would be a good devil. It's not me, but if it could be, would I be? Maybe. Then I'm like, who is better to stir up some shit than me?" When Britt asked the host if he knew who the devil was, he said that he preferred not to know, which Britt agreed with. She said, quote, "We don't want to know that. The problem with the internet, they want to fish and prod and want to figure everything out. But when they figure it out, they're pissed they figured it out. You can't have it all." The devil's masked attackers laid waste to the Acclaimed and Billy Gunn on this week's episode of AEW Dynamite after they teamed with MJF on the prior week's show. So Britt Baker says it's not her, but then again, if it was her, would she actually let you know? So if we're taking Britt Baker's word at face value here and it's not her, who do you think the devil is? Is it any of the aforementioned names? Is it Adam Cole? Is it Jack Perry? Is it CM Punk? Is it someone else? Let me know your thoughts, predictions, and takes in the comment section below. Now, War Games is coming back to Survivor Series this year, and we've already started to see the foundations be set for the men's and female War Games matches, rather. Now, War Games is in just a few weeks, and Fightful Select say they have learned a lot more about the plans for the show. Now, Fightful Select reported actually several months ago that War Games was indeed planned for Survivor Series and confirmed it about a month ago, but the combatants for the men's side of things have been planned for quite some time as well. Now, again, this is quite spoiler heavy here, so if you don't want to be spoiled for Survivor Series, for the War Games matches, skip ahead to the next news story. I'll give you 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's get on to this. It was reported by the Wrestling Observer newsletter this week that Drew McIntyre was being considered for War Games at Survivor Series, but beyond that, Fightful say they've actually heard that indeed has been the working plan for the match for months now. Specifically, McIntyre has been planned for the heel/Judgment Day side of things, making it a 5-man team. Now, that would leave a space on the babyface team, would it not? The plan since this summer for the babyface side of things was a returning Randy Orton, with the reveal tentatively planned before the day of the show as to avoid any CM Punk speculation. Now, as with anything, it's important to note that creative plans often change, albeit far less these days in previous years. However, in recent months, Orton and McIntyre were both in the plans. Now, Fightful have also been told that a women's War Games match is planned, as one could surmise from the end of SmackDown. PW Insider reported that Becky Lynch was expected to be involved, though Fightful say they've been unable to confirm that. So, the question is, what are your thoughts on the teams for the men's War Games matches? What are your thoughts on McIntyre being with the Judgment Day? And what are your thoughts on Randy Orton returning and being part of the War Games match? Let me know your thoughts about that too in the comment section below. Now, speaking of returns, the Celtic Warrior Sheamus could be set to return to SmackDown very shortly. It appears Sheamus is on the verge of an in-ring return. According to WWE's website, the Celtic Warrior is advertised to appear on the November 24, December 8, and December 15 episodes of SmackDown, which emanate from Chicago, Providence, and Green Bay, respectively. With the first of those events being the go-home show for Survivor Series, one might assume Sheamus could get involved in the storylines leading up to the November 25 event. Of course, when the Judgment Day is going to be facing the Seth Rollins-led squad for the War Games main event. Of course, incidentally, Sheamus and the Brawling Brutes were involved in last year's War Games match against the Bloodline. Now, it must be said, Fightful are suggesting that actually no, it's Randy Orton that's involved in that, but we'll have to wait and see. As for where Sheamus has been and the last time we saw Sheamus has not wrestled a match since his loss to Edge on the August 24 episode of SmackDown in what turned out to be the Rated R Superstar's last WWE match before his move to AEW. After that bout, it was reported by Dave Meltzer that Sheamus was dealing with a severe shoulder injury and could be on the shelf for a considerable period of time. In Sheamus' absence, his Brawling Brute stablemates Butch and Ridge Holland have been actively switching between NXT and the main roster, with most of their recent matches, with their most recent match being a loss to Pretty Deadly in a Donnybrook rules match. Since that loss, Butch has been wrestling Karrion Kross at various WWE live events. Sheamus has been in the news lately for a variety of reasons besides said shoulder injury. According to multiple reports, the former three-time WWE champion will be up for a contract renewal early next year, joining others such as the aforementioned Drew McIntyre and Becky Lynch in the loaded free agency class of 2024. As of this recording, there's no update on WWE and Sheamus reaching terms on a contract extension or whether the veteran wrestler plans to test the free agent market. So stay tuned. We get any more details on Sheamus and his future, we'll let you know in a future video. Finally, Mark Briscoe, he's back on AEW television, but he was out of action for a while due to a knee injury. Now, Mark Briscoe returned to AEW this month after a spell on the sidelines with the aforementioned knee injury. Briscoe explained how it happened while talking with Sports Illustrated. Quote, "I was changing one of our baby's diapers and that knee went out on me," said Briscoe. "The pain was so sharp it dropped me." Now, Briscoe was due to challenge Claudio Castagnoli for the Ring of Honor World Championship at Death Before Dishonor in July, but was replaced by Pac when the injury got too much to ignore. He explained that his knee had been suffering since 2018, recalling tweaking it in a match against Jay Lethal ahead of CM Au's Grand Prix. He had actually torn his MCL, PCL, and meniscus cartilage, as would later be discovered during an MRI. He didn't wrestle at Grand Prix, but he recalled being back within a month after getting a cortisone shot and a knee brace. But the injury reared its head again this year. Quote, "This June, I had the concession stand match with Jarrett, and it was about the time that they announced it was me versus Claudio at the summer pay-per-view," Briscoe explained. "I got home, had the sharp pain when I was changing the diaper, and then that started happening multiple times a day, and my knee kept locking up." Briscoe said that while he was hesitant with all of his plans in Ring of Honor, he knew it couldn't be ignored and went to Tony Khan. He apologized to Khan, but the boss understood and had him seen by the Jacksonville Jaguars doctor, and they discovered a floating piece of cartilage was causing the issue. Briscoe said he's happy to be back and feeling great. He joked that he doesn't handle the free time well. Quote, "Next thing you know, my wife is pregnant," end quote. So, more Briscoes on the horizon. But there you go, guys. This is the latest pro wrestling news for you. Be sure to smash a like on the like button. Be sure to subscribe, bottom right hand corner. As always, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and I'll speak to you again very, very soon.
Hey guys, thank you for watching, listening, streaming, or however you come across this video today. Be sure to click on the video on the right there to watch our next video, or click the bottom there to subscribe, or the bottom right hand corner. Thank you very much, and I'll speak to you again very soon.